I want to show you how to create presets in the masking panel here in Lightroom Classic. So let's get started. I have an image open here, and as you see, it's slightly underexposed because I was exposing for the details in the highlights area, and in order to get the details there, I underexposed the rest of the picture. So you can see that these already dark rocks are even darker. So I know that I want to lift those shadows up so I can see the detail that was in them. And I also know that I have quite a few pictures from this same day, same place, same settings. So I'm going to be facing the same issues on another picture if I choose to edit some more. So with that in mind, if I can find some settings that I like to lighten these rocks, then if I save those, I'll be able to just go into that preset that I have saved and use it on future images. It will just save me from reinventing the wheel, so to speak. So let's get started. It's very simple. And the first thing you'll do is you'll want to create a new mask. So come up here, click on the plus button. And in this case, I'm going to draw out a rectangle over my object and let Lightroom select that object. And it has done a good job. So I told you I wanted to bring up those shadows. So let's start by bringing up those shadows. And let's add a little bit of a plus exposure to this too. So we'll bring that up, maybe right in there. And we'll add a little bit of life by adding some white. Now, what should we do? Well, maybe it would be good to, it's kind of cool in color. I know everything is, but what if we just brought up the temperature and we added some magenta for the warmth, and let's add some texture because we might as well enhance the texture that's already there, bring up a little clarity, and that looks pretty good to me. So let's save it as it is. So to do that, we're going to come up to where it says effect, and then you see custom for mine. You may see custom, you may see another title there, but whatever it is, we're going to go ahead and click on the word and it will open this menu, and we're going to go to the bottom and we want to save current settings as a new preset. So I click on that. Now I want to title this, and I want to title it with my name so that any preset that I make at any time is going to be grouped together with my name. And so they'll all be together, so I always know where mine are. And because my name begins with a J, and J isn't at the top of the alphabet, as we know, I like my presets rather, to come to the top of the list. And so to do that, if I just type a 1 in front of my name and then type my name, it will come to the top. Now, if your name begins with an A, you're probably all set. But for me, this will work very well. And I'm going to say lighten lava rocks, and I'm going to hit create. And so you'll notice now that it's right here, and if I click on this, you'll see that it's also down the list and it's at the top of this. Now these are, you can't get into these, but it's at the top of this chunk, and so I have another one there too. So you'll see they're always going to, they'll be alphabetically placed in there. So as long as you start it the same every time, they will fall together in, in a big group. So we've got it there. Let's see how it works. We're going to add another mask, create another mask. I'm going to draw out another object selection, let it select it, and we're going to go in and find our preset, and there it is. Click on it, and it did what it was supposed to do. But I don't know if I like the warmth that it added. So I think I'd like to take that off. So I'm going to go up to my temp. I'm going to reset it by double clicking. I'm going to reset my tint. And as you'll notice now, the title up here of Jackie's Lighten Lava Rocks also says edited, because I did some adjustment to it. So if I click on those words again, it opens that menu again. And if I go all the way to the bottom, you'll notice that I have the option to update the preset that I just made. So if I think, okay, I don't want that warmth added to the rocks ever, I can go ahead and update at this point. So I will do that. And you'll notice the word edited is now gone because I've updated. So let's give this a test. I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to do another object selection. I'm going to click and drag out over here. It did a fairly good selection. And now I'm going to go back in, go back down to my preset, click on it, and there it is. Now, if I decide, well, it's a little lighter than I want on that particular rock, or maybe those rocks are good, and if I make another one, or let's say we don't make another one, we just add to this one. So we click on it, we want to add some brush work. What if I just painted it on here? And now it's like, you know, this is a little light for this particular rock. Well, let's just see if we drop the exposure down. Now what it did is it dropped the exposure down on both places because they were in the same mask. But you can make an adjustment, and you don't have to save that adjustment. Maybe you just needed it on this particular rock or set of rocks. And so you can make a tweak to your preset without saving it into, unless you want to. You can save it if you want to, if you don't want to, because for the most of the rocks, it's going to be fine. Then you're good to go. And now you have created a preset for any one of your selection tools. It will work on all of them, whether it's the objects or the brush or the radial gradient and so on. Any of them will be able to use this preset. So there you go, how to create a preset in Lightroom Classic masking panel. Go out, give it a try, let it work for you. Bye now.